So guys, when it comes to the Predator franchise, it looks like there may be 2 brand new Predator movies coming on the horizon that soon may be releasing on the big screen. This is so exciting. After what they did with that latest installment called Prey, they did a fantastic job. A Comanche warrior versus the Predator. They took the Predator franchise back to its roots, made it simple. It was such a great movie across the board. Fans loved it, critics loved it, and I bet they were kicking themselves that they didn't release it at the box office because it could have generated a lot of money. I do believe it was released on Hulu, if I'm not mistaken, and they should have gone the box office route because that movie was more than worthy of being in the cinemas. But it is what it is. But yeah, guys, having 2 more movies, 2 more Predator movies after what they did with Prey, I could not be more excited. They've injected that kind of hype and anticipation back into the franchise, and I think fans are going to be excited to see what they come up with next. So let's dive into this Cosmic Book article. Let's break down these details here about 2 potential new Predator movies, and let's see what we can learn about the franchise. So, like I said, this comes to us from Cosmic Book News. 2 Predator movies coming, possibly Alien vs Predator on the way. So, you know, naturally the question's now going to come up from fans because we've had a great Predator movie in Prey. We've now had Alien Romulus, a fantastic Alien movie. So naturally the question comes up from fans, when are we going to get the next Alien vs Predator or the Alien Predator crossover? It's only a natural progression of things, but from my perspective, I think it's too early to do that yet. I think they need to continue building the trust with the Predator franchise, continue building the trust with the Alien franchise, get fans back on board, kind of build out the universes in each of those franchises, and really do them justice. And then in the future, they can then cross them over once again, once that trust and once the audience is back. That's how I would do it, but you never know. Disney may go another route, and they may bring out an Alien vs Predator sooner than we think. So, the head of Disney's 20th Century Studio has confirmed that 2 more Predator movies are getting released, and even said another Alien vs Predator is possible. I mean, I'd be down for it all day long. I love Alien, I love Predator, crossing them over, you know, it's always going to be a fun time. Even like those movies that we had, the Alien vs Predator movies, you know, they're bad movies, but there was still some fun to be had. Seeing an alien and a predator fighting each other on screen, whether it's a bad movie or a good movie, there's always going to be fun to see, you know, have a xenomorph and a predator fighting each other. That's always going to be worth the price of admission, in my mind anyway. So you sign me up, I'd absolutely be up for an Alien vs Predator movie. So 20th Century Studios has seen success with both franchises. Disney just announced Predator Badlands is taking the Blade release date. Obviously, Blade has now been cancelled, so Predator Badlands is taking over the Blade release date, which I believe is November of next year. Alien Romulus, originally meant for streaming release, has made over 350 million on a reported 80 million budget. Yeah, remember, Alien was going to be a streaming-only release, and then they decided to go the box office route and put it in theaters, and at $80 million budget, it made 350 million. And remember, the Alien franchise has kind of been dragged through the mud over the past sort of decade or so. So a lot of people were probably skeptical about coming out to the theater to see another Alien movie. But now that they've got a win under their belt with Alien Romulus, they've generated 350 million. If they bring out an Alien Romulus sequel or a potential another Alien movie, that box office trajectory could go up. If you start earning back the trust and start doing a decent job, then that box office revenue could potentially increase, which is exactly what we want to see. So, yeah, obviously we got a picture here from that Prey movie. By the way, guys, if you have not seen Prey, please do check it out. You're going to have a fantastic time with it. This movie was just so good. Back to its roots, having this Predator here, I believe it was in the 1700s, if I'm not mistaken. The weapons that he has is so cool. The fight scenes, the atmosphere, and just everything about it is so good. I've even had some people say to me that they prefer this movie over the original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's big words, and I'm not sure if that stacks up in my mind, but I can understand where people would be coming from by saying that. I'm not sure I'm ready to agree with that, but it is a fantastic movie, so do check it out if you haven't seen it. So, Stephen Asbell, president of 20th Century Studios, recently spoke with the Hollywood Reporter and teased what is to come, which includes a secret Predator movie was made and will be released. Okay. Yes, so he goes on to say this, quote, yes, a Predator movie will have a theatrical, Asbell said in regards to Predator Badlands that gets released in 2025. He continued, quote, I'll tell you very simply, after Prey became a success, Dan Trachtenberg came back and said he didn't want to do a Prey 2, and we're like, what do you want to do? And he rattled off a bunch of ideas that were really crazy, but really cool. We've actually done 2 of them. 2 are coming out next year, Asbell explained. One I can't talk about yet, but the other one is a live-action Predator film with Ellie Fanning that just wrapped in New Zealand. That'll be out theatrically sometime next year. So yeah, guys, you remember when the Prey movie came out, right? And then people were going crazy with all their different theories and ideas of where they could take the Predator franchise next. Because you can literally, the one great thing about this franchise is you can literally pluck a Predator and put him in any time throughout history, and you would have a fantastic movie. You could have a World War II movie where there could be like Germans or the Allied counterparts in the trenches. Imagine they're fighting World War II, and then a Predator appears in the middle of World War II. That would be an insane movie. You could have a Japanese Predator where you have samurai versus the Predator. That's what a lot of people want. You know, having Predator with samurai swords and fighting each other with samurai, armor and stuff like that. You could literally put the Predator in any time period. Egyptian. That would be crazy. I mean, the Roman Colosseum, having a Predator appear there somewhere in the Roman period. I mean, there's so many great ideas where you could go with a Predator franchise. It's literally limitless. Kind of like the Assassin's Creed games, really. You can take the Assassin's Creed characters and put them into any time period, and it always works. And you could do the same thing with Predator here. So, yeah, gets me excited to think of what they could come up with. Obviously, we got a picture here. I believe this is the first Predator movie. The costume was just absolutely incredible. I love it so much. It's so great. This kind of lizard, they got this kind of almost lizard body, and they wear like fishnet clothing, which is kind of strange, but it works strangely enough. So the Hollywood Reporter questioned Asbel about the one getting the theatrical release. Quote, it's titled Badlands and it's absolutely bonkers idea. It's a sci-fi thing, but it's not what everybody thinks it is. And I mean, it's awesome, it's so nuts, but in Dan, we trust. It's so nuts and it's bonkers. I love the sound of that, I really do. So regarding the second one, Asbel can't say much. There's a second Predator movie that we have different plans for. Dan has actually directed both. Dan Trachtenberg, obviously, he directed Prey, I believe. He's come back to do more Predator movies. They should just make him the Kevin Feige of the Predator universe, in my opinion. Just have him basically being the Kevin Feige of that Predator universe. They can bring in other directors, but have Dan Trachtenberg as a consultant. If he's not directing potential future projects, have him there as that kind of the person overlooking the universe. Absolutely makes sense. Then you've got one cohesive mind kind of working behind the scenes, kind of putting these materials together, and obviously it'll flow a bit better. Love this picture here. This is always so creepy to me. You got the alien, but he's got a mouth inside of his mouth. I don't know how that works from a biological perspective. So the Hollywood Reporter also asked if Aliens vs Predator is possible, with Asbel offering it will be a different take on the original. So he says, quote, probably, he said, another Alien vs Predator happening. Quote, it wouldn't be in the way you think, that's the thing, not in the way that it would be just called Alien vs Predator or anything like the original movies. If we do this, they'll be organically created out of these two franchises that we've continued with characters that we fell in love with, and those characters will combine, perhaps, but we haven't gotten to that point, and we're not going to just bang it out. Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, that's exactly what I was saying. You want to have a natural progression where the story flows into the Alien and the Predator crossing over. Don't just kind of shoehorn the movie in where you just kind of force these two alien entities together where it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense cohesively, and it's kind of a bit of a spaghetti mess. You want to have characters in there, the human counterparts that people actually know, that they've built a reputation with other movies, and kind of work your way up to it, like I said, bringing the trust back to these franchises is the main key thing at the moment, I would say. So another Alien movie from Romulus director Fede Alvarez is also in the works. We're working on a sequel idea, Asbel confirmed. We haven't quite closed our deal with Fede Alvarez, but we're going to, and he has an idea that we're working on. The two survivors, Rain and Andy, played by Kaylee Spaney and David Johnson, were real highlights of the film. And so I always think of that like, wow, where do these people go? Where do these people want to see them go next? We know there's going to be aliens. We know there's going to be great horror set pieces, but I fell in love with both of them and I want to see what their story is. Yeah, I mean, having those two characters continuing into the future, Alien Romulus Part 2 or Alien Romulus sequel, I think that's a great idea. Alien Romulus, again, fantastic movie, guys. If you haven't seen it, I really do implore you to go and check out both of these movies, Prey and Alien Romulus. They're fantastic movies. Maybe do a double screening, watch one after the other if you're in the mood. But yeah, they're both fantastic movies. And I remember when Fede Alvarez, the guy who directed Alien Romulus, he came out and said, if we do an Alien vs Predator movie, potentially Fede Alvarez will direct half of the movie, and then Dan Trachtenberg, the Prey director, will direct the other half of the movie. And I thought that's really, really interesting idea. Having an Alien and a Predator director, two directors directing one half of the movie if they did Alien vs Predator. That would be such an interesting concept to see. And yeah. But there we are, guys. So that's all the information we have so far. We have 2 brand new Predator movies. One of them is going to be a Predator movie called Predator Badlands with Ellie Fanning. This just finished filming in New Zealand. And another secret Predator project. Here it says this article, it could possibly be Alien vs Predator, but based on that executive's comments down below, I don't think it's going to be Alien vs Predator. It could potentially be Prey Part 2 or something like that. But I'm so interested to see where they're going to take Predator in the future. Like I say, you can pluck Predator out and put him in any time period and have him fight that time period's warriors, which is really fascinating where we can go with that. But guys, I throw it off to you. What do you think about these 2 movies? Are you excited for more Predator movies, given that Prey was such an excellent movie? And also, obviously, Alien Romulus as well, potentially having another Alien vs Predator in the future. It's an exciting time to be an Alien or Predator fan. So I throw it off to you. Leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down in the comment section. Can't wait to hear what you have to say as always. Hit that like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next one.